Afternoon guys, it's Friday the 24th of September. I'm just going to do the short video on the dollar CAD on the zones, the power shift zones that I've been mentioning in my blog. I did say I was going to do like a little screenshot or a video relating to that and why I keep highlighting a larger target area and leaving parts of my trade to run on the dollar CAD. But it's fairly quiet today, so I just thought I'd do a quick video. Hopefully I'll make sense and I'll put across what I'm trying to think so that you can understand it. First thing on the chart to note is the blue boxes. They're my power shift zones, basically where I see the direction has significantly changed from up to down or from down to up. I was looking for an average week's move or near enough an average week's move for it to be a contender for the zone. There are a few areas like around here and around there and another one there where I would class them as sort of intermediate areas where zones could be marked up. It wasn't really an average week's moves up to those areas before, almost like a little pause or a mini retracement or a mini dip. I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to stick to and keep my chart as simple as I possibly could so I didn't get confused. So just keep it to an average week's move, which is essentially what those boxes represent. So that's the zones I've highlighted where I would be interested to see how price reacted from there, because when price gets in there, it's a zone where, based off previous evidence, it's shown that it can change direction quite significantly. So that's basically what I'm looking at with the zones. I'm still trading using the Furquad snatch entries, so I'm not actually placing entries based off these zones. I'm still using the standard Furquad snatch entries. They're basically used to give me some scenarios around on what price may or may not do, what I can expect price to do, or use them for, which I'm doing at the moment, for sort of larger target areas, and just see if I can leave certain parts of the trade to run a little bit further than I would normally expect with the standard targeting method. The current direction, which the dollar CAD has pretty much had me on since the end of August, is down. So all the way from up here, the direction has been down pretty much all the way there. There's been a few blips where price has moved back up, but predominantly it has been down, which is where this upper zone, where you can see where that has started from, which is why I've marked that off. Last couple of weeks price has been down to this third box down, and you can see what happened once it's got there. It's pretty much faffed around, to be fair, and gone sideways. The wicks on the candles have got a lot larger than they were previously, and there's been no real direction shown. Prices struggled to get above these two sort of swing highs I've marked off there, and the white dotted line represents this swing low over here, which was around the base level for when the price made a previous significant move up, and price has really struggled to get through that, to be fair. It's made a couple of pops through it, you know, around here, see the wicks, but there's been no significant sustained move underneath it. So price is really just stuck sideways at the moment. But like I said, ultimately the strategy has got me short, so that's the direction I'm trading. I'm looking for a larger target at the low end of the bottom box, which is 0-100, around that area. That's my long-term target, which, if you've been reading my blogs, you've probably seen on the dollar CAD that I'm hunting for, basically, for the simple fact that if price gets below this white line, that last swing lower highlighted, and makes a significant move there past that, I can't really see a reason why it wouldn't carry on down to this lower area, which again is another area where price has shown that it has in the past made a significant change in direction. So I could hopefully see price get down there, and then we'll see what happens from there. Hopefully it's another nice move in the opposite direction, nice move up. But again, I used them to base my scenarios off. So that was the first scenario in line with the direction that the Furquad snatch has got me in short. It's the first scenario. Second scenario was if the direction around this area, because it's quite messy around this area. So if the direction was to change from down to up at any point around here, initially I'd be looking for it to get above these swing highs here and make a sort of a sustained move above there to see it being a bit more of a follow through and a stronger move up, and then ultimately this blue box around here and this swing high would represent a nice sort of area to maybe target as a slightly bigger target area, like for a last third of a swing trade maybe, because again that's a previous area where price has changed in direction. I marked it off on this bar over here, but you can see that it sort of overlaps another sort of 2 or 3 areas here where price has reacted from an unchanged direction quite nicely. It's gone in there and then back up, it's come down to that area and back up, it's come down to this area sort of sideways, but then through it down and back up, sideways and down. So you can see it's quite an active area anyway, so that would be a nice position to sort of target if the direction moved to the upside. Ultimately I'm still short. Today's seen a short trade trigger for me this morning. I've managed to get to the last swing target that's open, so again that's just being run down to the lower box to see if it can reach that area. But ultimately I hope that's made sense as to why I keep going on about that area and why I've marked off those zones. I think I've rambled a little bit and made the video longer than it possibly should have been. Yeah, so if you understood that, or if you didn't understand it, or if there's things that I've missed out, then please do leave comments for me, because this is something that it's like another step on really that I'm using in my analysis for my trades, rather than just sort of sticking to the cut and dry of the snatch entry. I'm just trying to move my trading on a little bit and make it a little bit more personal to me and use a bit more knowledge. So if you ever get any feedback or anything to advise me of, or any questions, then by all means leave them in the comments box underneath, or pop them on a message or email to me. They'd be greatly appreciated. So that's it for now. It's nothing else for me to do today. So it's probably going to be an early day, early start to the weekend. I'll see everyone that's in the live room on Monday. So I hope you have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks for watching the video again, and we'll see what next week brings.